Here's BTN's Kara Lentz with a season preview.
The Big Ten Volleyball Conference kicks off the 2011 season as one of the nation's premier conferences. With the addition of the Nebraska Cornhuskers, the Big Ten features 9 teams that reached the NCAA tournament last season. In Happy Valley, Penn State will look to win their 5th consecutive national title. Head coach Russ Rose returns for a 33rd season, hoping to guide the Nittany Lions to a 9th consecutive Big Ten title.
Let's go, State! And Brown puts it down for Penn State.
The Nittany Lions said goodbye to Big Ten Player of the Year middle hitter Blair Brown, libero Alyssa Dorico, and middle hitter Ariel Wilson, but returned several talented players, including 2 key members of the 2010 championship team. Big Ten Freshman of the Year outside hitter Deja McClendon, and NCAA Championship All-Tournament team member, junior setter Kristen Carpenter.
And Kristen Carpenter with a dump over the net. She'll get another point for the Nittany Lions.
Redshirt sophomore outside hitter Darcy Dorton returned from an ACL injury to bolster the attack, while sophomore middle hitters Ariel Scott and Katie Slag, along with senior outside hitter Katie Cabas, will also look to fill some of the holes left by the departing senior class. The Minnesota Golden Gophers are coming off an impressive 26-9 mark last season, good for second place in the Big Ten. Minnesota will have a new head coach, as longtime coach Mike Hebert retired after 15 seasons. Hugh McCutcheon will take over the Golden Gopher program after coaching the 2012 women's national team. In the meantime, Laurel Bush will serve as the interim head coach for this season.
Penn State now has to stay composed. 5th chance at it for Minnesota. Gibbemeyer from the middle. It's over.
Lost to graduation is All-American middle blocker Lauren Gibbemeyer. The 2011 season still holds great promise for the Golden Gophers, who returned 9 letter winners from the 2010 team. Senior outside hitter Haley Cowles returns after missing the 2010 season with a torn ACL. Nebraska brings an impressive volleyball tradition with it to the Big Ten, including 3 national championships. The Cornhuskers were ranked as high as number 2 in the national polls, and they finished the 2010 season with a 29-3 record. Head coach John Cook enters his 12th season at the helm in Lincoln and hopes to continue his success in the Cornhuskers' inaugural Big Ten season. Nebraska lost All-American right side hitter Lindsey Light to graduation, but returned the bulk of their offense, including All-American senior middle blocker Brooke Delano, who was second on the team in kills and first in blocks.
Hannah Worth pounded those floors.
Also returning is 2010 Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year, junior outside hitter Hannah Worth, and 2010 Big 12 Newcomer of the Year, junior setter Lauren Cook. Illinois head coach Kevin Hambley enters his 3rd season in Champaign and continues to build Illini volleyball into a national power.
Jackie Wolf on to serve. Serves it. Carpenter will try Brown on the right side. Down the line. Out of bounds. And Illinois wins.
The Orange and Blue began last season as a national title contender, defeating eventual national champion Penn State and ascending to number 3 in the national poll. But injuries limited the Illini late in the season. The worst news came on October 9th, when All-American outside hitter Laura DeBruler was lost for the season after tearing her ACL. The Illini still managed to reach the Sweet 16 for the 3rd straight year, but fell in the 5-set thriller to Texas. With the loss of DeBruler and setter Hillary Hayne to graduation, the Illini will look to a duo of outside hitters to power their attack. Seniors Colleen Ward and Michelle Barch appear ready for the challenge.
Barch with a tip.
And keep an eye on sophomore Jasmine Orozco, who had a standout freshman season.
Orozco again, and she converts from there.
Michigan head coach Mark Rosen returns for a 13th season. He has led the Wolverines to the NCAA tournament 10 times in the last 12 seasons. The Maize and Blue were the fastest Big Ten team to 20 wins last year, thanks to a 9-1 home conference record. which helped set up a 5th consecutive trip to the NCAA tournament. The Wolverines will have to replace all-time assist leader Lexi Zimmerman at setter, but have plenty of talent returning. All-American senior outside hitter Alex Hunt will lead the offense along with sophomore middle blocker Jennifer Cross and redshirt junior right side hitter Claire McElhaney. That trio led the Wolverines in kills last season. Senior libero Sloan Dunhoff also returns to anchor the defense.
Wolverines answer.
The Purdue Boilermakers are coming off a successful 2010 season, finishing tied for 4th in the Big Ten and making an unexpected run in the NCAA tournament, upsetting number 1 Florida to reach the Elite Eight and finishing 11th in the national poll. Head coach Dave Shondell will be back for his 9th season along with his 2 assistants, making the Purdue coaching staff the longest tenured complete staff in the Big Ten. The 2011 season will be a challenging one for Purdue. We'll have to fill the void of setter Jacqueline Hart and middle blocker Kristen Arthurs, who were lost to graduation. A strong offensive option returning for the Boilermakers is junior outside hitter Ariel Turner.
Ariel Turner does the damage.
Who led the team last season with 3.73 kills per set.
Ariel Turner sends it back over.
The Boilermakers face a stacked schedule in 2011, including a whopping 17 matches against teams that played in last year's NCAA tournament and 11 matches against teams ranked in the top 25 poll. In 2010, the Ohio State Buckeyes reached the 3rd round of the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2006 and finished the season ranked 19th in the nation.
But you can really sense that Ohio State is feeling it tonight.
Jeff Carlston will look to continue the growth of the Buckeyes in his 4th season as head coach. Ohio State lost 2 big hitters to graduation, in right side outside hitter Katie Dull and outside hitter Anna Charshen, who were 1st and 2nd on the team in kills.
Thanks, cross court. She gets the winner.
The Buckeyes do return 3 starters: junior outside hitter Emily Danks, senior middle blocker Kelly Barhorst, and senior libero Sarah Minion. In Bloomington, the Hoosiers finished 23-12 overall and 7th in the Big Ten. Indiana made program history, advancing to the Sweet 16 in the NCAA tournament for the first time. It was the Hoosiers' first NCAA tournament appearance under head coach Stephanie Dunbar.
Ashley Benson gets a swing, and she comes up big there to even it up.
With the loss of first-team All-American middle blocker Ashley Benson to graduation and junior outside hitter Jordan Haverly to a knee injury, several upperclassmen will have to play big roles this season, including senior libero Caitlin Cox and senior setter Mary Shadoin.
Mary Shadoin with a kill.
On October 15th, Indiana will be looking to defeat Penn State for the 2nd year in a row, as the Cream and Crimson topped the Nittany Lions at home for the first time in program history last season. Northwestern is coming off a memorable season, finishing the 2010 campaign with 20 wins for the first time since 2005 and reaching the 2nd round of the NCAA tournament. The Wildcats' 15-2 start was the best start in program history. Head coach Keeler Chan enters his 12th season coaching the Wildcats as the 2nd winningest coach in program history. Northwestern lost setter Elise Glab to graduation, who finished her career 2nd in school history in assists. The Wildcats also said goodbye to the middle blocking duo of Sable Moffitt and Naomi Johnson, both All-Americans.
Here comes Holthus. Can't be handled by the Hawks. Another point to the Cats.
To offset their departures, the Wildcats will lean heavily on sophomore outside hitter Stephanie Holthus in 2011. In East Lansing, the Michigan State Spartans are looking to improve on last season's 15-16 mark and 9th place finish in the conference. Head coach Kathy George enters her 7th season with the Spartans 1 win shy of her 100th win at Michigan State. 9 letter winners for the Spartans have hopes of qualifying for the NCAA tournament this season for the first time since 2009. center members from that team are on the 2011 roster.
Emerald, Schatzel, got it!
The experienced Michigan State squad will have to replace outside hitter Megan Schatzel, who led the Spartans in kills the previous 2 seasons.
Spartan Volleyball returns home Friday.
Last season, the Wisconsin Badgers finished undefeated in non-conference play and posted their first winning record since 2008. The Badgers also led the Big Ten in attendance for the 5th straight time. Head coach Pete Waite enters his 13th season hoping to lead the Badgers back to the NCAA tournament for the 10th time in his tenure.
Rico again puts it in play. Allison Wack.
Key departures for the Badgers include outside hitter Allison Wack, who led the team in kills, and Kim Kusma, a 3-year starter at the libero position. The Badgers do return junior middle blocker Alexis Mitchell, who led the team in blocks, and senior setter Janelle Gabrielson, who recorded 1,097 assists in 2010, her second season with more than 1,000 assists. Finally, in Iowa City, a $43 million renovation to Carver Hawkeye Arena has Iowa fans excited about a home court advantage for an eager Hawkeye team. Iowa began last season with an impressive 5-1 start and hoped to get out of the blocks quickly in 2011. Head coach Sharon Digman is in her 4th season at Iowa and will have to replace middle blocker Becky Walters, who led her team as a senior last season in kills and blocks and set a program record with 41 aces. Returning to lead the Hawkeyes is senior middle blocker Mallory Hughes.
That one looks pretty good off one corner.
Who finished last season second on her team in kills with 237 and blocks with 93. Joining her is senior outside hitter Megan Askew, who started every match last season and figures to be a dominant force for the Hawkeye offense.
And a point to the Hawks.